All right, Martin Popoff back again with another edition of Reliving Old Reviews as a Useless Tool of Confusion. This is the show where we look at an old review and see if the writer got it right. We've got one actually by J.D. Considine today from Rolling Stone, October 28th, 1982. This is a short review. I'm not going to keep you too long here. This is Rush Signals, my favorite Rush album. And it's good to see that Rush is getting reviewed in Rolling Stone. I mean, they kind of did regularly. They did all right in that respect. But let's see what it's a 2-star review. So 2 stars out of 5 stars. I think he's not going to like it. But let's see what he says. On their 12th album, Rush makes a strong argument for the view that advanced technology is not necessarily the same thing as progress. Unfortunately, they do so largely by screwing up. Although Signals is chock-a-block with state-of-the-art state-of-the-studio gadgetry, ranging from the requisite banks of synthesizers to the latest in digital recording and mixing, none of these electronics add-ons enhance the group's music. If anything, Rush emerges from the jungle of wires and gizmos sounding duller than ever. You know, and obviously this album is it's a little I love the production on it. It's got a really nice creamy meld between the synthesizers and the guitars. It's kind of a step further futuristically on from Moving Pictures. But JD is definitely not liking it. I think he basically doesn't buy into Rush in a big way, right? The band's chief error seems to have been emphasizing synthesizers at the expense of Alex Lifeson's guitar. Because Rush's concept of synthesized sound is so narrow, consisting mainly of the vague whooshing sounds that are the oral equivalent of dry ice fog, the band tends to sound like it is trapped in wads of lint. That's actually kind of an interesting description of it. It's kind of true. We are after texture and washes of sound. Geddy is not Rick Wakeman, right? But I do love the way the synths are integrated into this. And frankly, you know, they do have to leave a lot of room for a busy guitarist, a busy bassist, a busy lyricist, and a busy drummer, right? And a busy vocalist. You know, what he's saying is tongue twisting, right? With no edge to work against, Geddy Lee's congested vocals float through the songs like swamp gas. Ultimately, it's up to drummer Neil Peart's hyperkinetic thrashing to hold the performance together. Ironically, Rush falls into this technological morass on an album that is otherwise their most popish yet. By and large, the songs on Signals are tuneful and unencumbered by the sort of gratuitous flash that makes previous albums seem like clearinghouses for worn-out art rock licks. Even so, it's mostly a wasted effort, and nearly all of Rush's Signals comes across as static. Interesting. I like that. Swamp gas, lint, static. It kind of all helps to describe that what I think is a really cool production palette that you get here. The last one with Terry Brown producing. I think it's a great album. But there you go. 2 stars out of 5 from Rolling Stone. This has been a Reliving Old Reviews as a Useless Tool of Confusion. You can get my 3 Rush books, the trilogy and a Rush album by album at martinpopoff.com. Check out my audio podcast as well, History in 5 Songs with Martin Popoff, and the other 70 or 80 episodes of this thing that I've been doing as well, plus our Who Invented Heavy Metal series that we've got going. There you go. Let us know what you think. Go listen to some Rush Signals.